Have you ever noticed something strange? The loudest person in the room isn't always the smartest. They have an opinion on everything. They are always certain, always confident. But then you meet someone truly intelligent. They speak less. They listen more. They admit when they don't know something. And surprisingly, they are humble. Why? Shouldn't intelligence make people more confident? As it turns out, the more you understand the world, the more you realize how little you actually know. Today, we'll explore the psychology, neuroscience, and philosophy behind one fascinating question. Why do smart people stay humble? Part 1. The illusion of knowledge. Imagine standing at the edge of a small pond. From where you stand, it doesn't look very deep. Now imagine standing beside the ocean. Suddenly, the horizon seems endless. Knowledge works the same way. When we know very little, it's easy to believe we've figured everything out. But as we learn, our awareness expands. And with that awareness comes a surprising realization. There's far more that we don't know than what we do know. True intelligence doesn't create certainty. It creates perspective, because every answer leads to new questions. The smartest people aren't overwhelmed by what they know. They are humbled by what they haven't discovered yet. Part 2. Why beginners often feel the most confident. Psychologists have observed an interesting pattern. People with the least experience often have the highest confidence. Why? Because they don't yet know what they don't know. Imagine someone who has just learned the basics of investing, or philosophy, or fitness. After watching a few videos, reading one book, they suddenly feel like an expert. Not because they are unintelligent, but because their understanding is still shallow. They can't yet see the complexity beneath the surface. As expertise grows, confidence becomes quieter. Experts recognize exceptions, nuance, uncertainty, and that's why genuine intelligence often looks less certain, not more. Part 3. Curiosity is stronger than ego. One of the biggest differences between intelligent people and arrogant people is curiosity. Arrogance says, "I already know." Curiosity asks, "What am I missing?" The moment someone believes they have nothing left to learn, growth stops. But intelligent people rarely see learning as something that ends. Every conversation becomes a lesson. Every mistake becomes information. Every disagreement becomes an opportunity to understand another perspective. Their goal isn't to prove they are right. It's to become less wrong. And that's a powerful difference. Part 4. The brain never stops learning. For a long time, scientists believed the adult brain stopped changing after childhood. Today, we know that's not true. The brain constantly rewires itself through a process called neuroplasticity. Every new experience, every book, every difficult conversation, every mistake creates new neural connections. The human brain was built to adapt, not to become finished. The smartest people understand this. They don't see intelligence as a destination. They see it as an endless process. Because no matter how much you know, there's always another layer waiting to be discovered. Part 5. Why ego is the enemy of intelligence. Imagine carrying around a cup that's already full. No matter how much water someone pours, nothing new can enter. Ego works the same way. When people become attached to being right, they stop listening. They ignore evidence that challenges their beliefs. They defend opinions instead of questioning them. But humility creates space. Space for new ideas, new perspectives, new understanding. Ironically, the people who admit they don't know everything usually learn the fastest, because their minds remain open. Part 6. Humility isn't weakness. Many people confuse humility with insecurity, but they're completely different. Insecurity needs constant validation. Humility doesn't. A humble person can admit mistakes, ask questions, change their mind, not because they are weak, but because they are confident enough to value truth over ego. Some of history's greatest thinkers, Socrates, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, frequently spoke about how much remained unknown. The more they learned, the more mysterious the universe became. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Conclusion: the next time you meet someone who seems quiet, who listens carefully, who asks thoughtful questions, don't mistake humility for ignorance. Sometimes, The wisest person in the room is the one speaking the least, because true intelligence isn't measured by how much you know. It's measured by your willingness to keep learning. The smartest people don't pretend to have all the answers. They simply understand that learning never ends, and perhaps that's what makes them truly intelligent. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Mind Analogy, where we explore psychology, neuroscience, philosophy, and the hidden logic behind life's most powerful ideas. Until next time, stay curious, stay humble, never stop learning.